Up here at the Delaware Water Gap, and this is the boat put in. And here's what I take. I got my poke boat. This poke boat is probably 30-40 years old. Put it through a mail order ad. Back then it was almost $3,000 to have this delivered. This is pre-kayak. They didn't have kayaks back then. Not made in plastic and not made in fiberglass. This is called a poke boat. It's like a clamshell cross between a canoe and a kayak. It's falling off the car at 60 miles per hour. Weighs like 17 pounds. It just lasts and lasts. Now my gear. Water, that's essential. There's some water. Who knows, you may find a damsel in distress. This is important. This is a waterproof bag. You got your phone in the pillow. You get my fishing rod. One. So I got to get this off and down to the water. Be back with you shortly. Before you set off on shore, make sure you have the essentials. And here's the boat launch. There's my fishing license. I've got my paddles. Got my PFD behind me. I guess they'll stop you for that. This is some sort of heated pillow. Got my water there. And this is a dry bag. You can get these for $10. It's made by Sea Line. These are one of the greatest inventions going. You just flip them over. They're essentially dry. They'll float. And you keep your essentials in there, like your phone, your camera, your will. Especially if you're going near waterfalls. That's about all I can offer for you. And I got my GoPro camera, which is supposedly number 5. It's supposed to be waterproof. We'll find out today. What I love about this little poke boat is that it goes where no other boat can go. And as you can see, this water is only 2-3 inches deep. It has rocks coming out. Basically, if I have a 2 or 3 inch draft, I can go through here. You can't go through here with a propeller-driven boat. You'll rip off the shaft. And even a lot of those plastic kayaks draw like 6 to 8 inches, maybe 10 inches in the water, depending on the model that you have. The weeds are right up to the top. I'd have no problem. Oh yeah, there's my booties. There's something you should get. They're called kayak boots. My last pair, I still have them for about 30 years. And they last, they zip up the neoprene. It's heavy soles on. And when you're walking in these rivers or lakes with lots of rocks, jagged rocks, broken glass, you really want to have these. Now the water goes right through them, and the water gets trapped between the rubber and your skin. It forms a protective, warming layer. My feet are always warm. They're very comfortable. I drive with them on. I'd go to a wedding with them on. They may not let me in, but I'd go. They're nice. They're called the kayak booties. They have traction. They have a sole on. It's scuba divers. And this has a very strong zipper that's very flexible. Probably last you forever if you take care of these. Now I'm going to give you a little of the paddling experience. This is paddling a boat, whether it's a kayak, a canoe, or a cross boat like this poke boat. Right now, the camera is situated between my knees, so if this video is too sexy for you to view, you can always switch. And there are big fish in this part of the Delaware River. Fortunately, I got one bass lure. They like everything but that bass lure. The secret to catching fish and not having to take them off your hook is to go fishing at times when the fish are least likely to bite. The second thing you can do to ensure your success in not having to remove a nasty fish from your hook is to use fishing lures that they don't particularly like. The third best thing is to forget your fishing rod at home, and you won't have to worry about taking the fish off the hook. That's just a little tip for kayaking. This is a kayaking experience, but it's really a poke boat. And if you want to know more about poke boat, go to pokeboat.com. It certainly is pretty here. This is the Delaware River off of Old Mine Road. One side is Pennsylvania and one side is Jersey. They're hitting the white water, the tame white water. And I guess I'm headed back because the current's a little bit strong up here. I'm actually floating the other way now. I don't even have to paddle to go back. I could just sit here, and if I go toward the right side where the current is flowing faster, I would have to steer to keep from being pushed into shore. But where I am now, I can sort of meander and watching the passing vultures circling over my head, hoping if I pass out, they'll have a tasty meal. Oh, there's a little green spider on me. Beat it, buddy. Go for a swim. Here I am. I can switch this camera around a bit. Oh, there's somebody across. I don't know if I'm on YouTube, but I'm just using my hand here. It's just so serene and peaceful. Delaware, the Delaware River flows in between these cascading mountains. You're just at peace on the river. It's amazing how the bugs leave you alone if you're on the water. The minute I go toward shore, it's like a feast has been unleashed. And I'm the main course. I'd love to go swimming in this water because it's so clean you can see the bottom. Can't say that much for my bottled water here. Questionable. Deer Park. If you live in New York City, your sink is pure compared to this stuff.